A very good morning to all of you out there. This is Kaushik Chaudhary here from Housing.com. Today we are here to present Housing.com Mega Home Utsav, and it's a webinar where we will be talking to you about one of the renowned developers in Bangalore, Pratham Constructions. Well, before I proceed, so Housing.com has come up with the event which is called Mega Home Utsav, and this event is all about connecting the entire audience, the market who are looking to buy homes with all prominent developers across the country. So this event is running till 15th of November, and all the renowned developers across India, they are participating in this. They are, reaching out to the audience and telling their stories, and audience, the people who are looking to buy their homes, they are able to, sort of connect with the developers and further get their queries solved. In current situation, when we see in past 2 to 3 months, we have seen how COVID has sort of stopped a lot of operations across the country. But the way people are coming out and they are looking to buy a house for themselves, because home is something which is very important in today's context, that people would want to have a proper home for themselves to stay and in a safe environment with their families and their kids. People are doing their office from home, work from home. Kids are doing their school from home. It's very important that home is a very, very safe space and a very sorted space. So with that objective, today I'm live with Pratham developers. So Vinay is with me, is a very close friend of mine. Of course, we have worked for long years. This is a property which is located in a very central location in Bangalore. We'll of course talk about that, but before I proceed, Vinay, very good morning to you. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, Kaushik ji. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
All fine, very well, all going very well. Whenever you want to introduce yourself to the entire audience out there and for them to have your message.
Sure. Hello, everyone. Hope all of you are doing well. I am Vinay Gadia. I'm a director of Pratham Constructions, and our project which we are talking about and showcasing today is Pratham Indraprastha. So it's good to see all of you a part of this webinar, and I think we will have good amount of discussions with Kaushik ji and myself. We'll have a lot of discussions. So I think we'll talk in detail on how the project is.
Absolutely. So, Vinay, before we proceed for our entire discussion for the day, I'm saying, would you want to tell the audience how is the market behaving now and how you see post-COVID, the recovery has happened, and what is your message for home buyers in general?
Very well about the, especially in these times of COVID, right? Pre-COVID, the market was picking up. And then, of course, COVID, brought about a scare in everyone as to what is going to happen, the future, the uncertainty of the future. In terms of real estate, what has ended up happening is the uncertainty has brought about a sense of that home is where we are all safe and secure. So from that perspective, there is a lot of impetus, a lot of interest in home buyers, and especially with the work from home and school from home is what you said. People are now looking at those spaces where, in the comfort of the home, I can do my work, I can study. And apart, your home is not only just the 2 BHK, 3 BHK unit you own, it's the larger complex neighbors and your interactions. And in fact, if anything, with neighbors, with the community at large, people have started seeing the importance of that in the recent times. So the market as such has gone into a good amount of, there's a good amount of interest in the way things are picking up now, because people have a larger perspective in mind again. Yeah. But that being said, these are all the best times to buy properties. One is because the real estate industry is also coming out of the impact of COVID. So everyone is, all developers across are sitting and giving discounts. It's the festive season. So we're all sitting, trying to make sales too. So this is a good time to buy market. One, because everyone is coming out of the COVID era. And second, it's overall we are all coming out of it together, so good discounts are being offered. Yeah.
I'm saying that how do you see that? I mean, would you want to talk to the audience about your brand and what does Pratham stands for? What are your objectives, in terms of what kind of audience you cater to, and what is that you stand for as a brand?
Right. So Pratham Constructions. We are actually a family-run business. So we stand, a family, again, we are building homes for families. So we stand about values. That is what we come in, and the way we deal with our customers, we're very transparent in our dealings. We have one-to-one interaction with all our customers in the way we go about the project. So whether it is quality, whether it is light and ventilation design, whether it is what we have, our design concepts also are all about what a tentative person who's making this place their home. It's not only brick and mortar, right? It's about emotion and feelings attached to it. So Pratham is all about trying to make that sense of community, make that sense of home, and belonging. So all our entire project, all our objectives are driven in that direction. What makes a home superior, we try to pay detailed attention to it. So we talked about light and ventilation, we talked about vastu, we talked about the places of interaction between family members. So Pratham stands for all these. We think from a very value-based system, yeah, promoting family value-based system.
So how many, what is the timeline for this project for, possession, the one which we are talking
So
about
this,
today?
sure. So Pratham Indraprastha, I think we'll not talk about the location, but maybe most of our viewers online are aware. We are in
Right.
Yeshwanthpur. Yeah, we are in Yeshwanthpur, right next to the Yeshwanthpur metro station. And our project is nearing completion. So we are only about 6 months away from completion. The way the entire project going on, the coat of painting has started, internal works are going on, internal tiling is going on, the structure is ready. So we are at a very advanced stage. 6 to 8 months, we'll start giving possession of the project.
Okay. Well, so now, so this is, Vinay with us today. And for the audience, so I would want to request the audience that there's a great opportunity that you can ask a lot of questions. Whatever questions you have related to, if it is Yeshwanthpur market or about anywhere in Bangalore, if you have any questions related to buying a home, or if you have questions, related to Pratham Indraprastha. So we'll very soon now go to the project presentation. So this is a online platform where we are not just doing webinar, but we will give you a real life complete walkthrough experience where you sitting at your home, you will be able to see the property. How does it look like? You'll be able to feel it, starting from the kitchen to all the bedrooms, and complete site tour experience will be provided. Along with that, we'll also give you a complete bird eye view of the project and nearby localities and the route connectivity with it. So there is a lot to come up for this entire event today. So if you have any questions, please post your questions. There is a Q&A box at the bottom of your Zoom app. You can see on the screen there's Q&A. So please click on that and post your questions. I and Vinaji will take all the questions and will address each of it. So please stay tuned and keep watching for the space. So Vinaji, let's do one thing. Let me now take this to the project presentation. Let's start, with the apartment first. Let's start with the inventory first, and later we can show the entire whole project. So maybe you can explain the audience that how and what all dimensions of the kitchen and bedrooms are there. So let me showcase that for the entire audience, and then we can start from there. So today, what I'm going to show now is a real image of the property at this point of time. How does it look like, sample apartment, and post that we'll show the whole project to you. So Vinay, you can start from the main entrance of the sample apartment. Is it visible now? Is that come up on screen?
Yes, it has come up.
So we can start. We'll go in a very typical, site visit tour. So for the audience, imagine if you're standing at this main entrance right now, we will take you through the entire home, and nothing like that. Vinaji himself explaining the entire project to you. So this is where we're entering with the main entrance. Vinaji, what kind of wood have you used for the doors?
So this is engineered teak wood, in which we are using wood which does not deteriorate in with the water exposure. So this is the new trend in market, where because the most common problem about doors and door frames is warpage and shrinkage and the bends. Over time it happens, and typically with seasonal impacts, whether it is rain or whether it is sun, these things tend to get deteriorated. So engineered wood, engineered teak wood is the vogue now, and it is the new technology which has a long-term standing in this. So what we are seeing now, what Kaushikji, we have entered the apartment. This is the virtual tour of a 1300 square feet, 2 BHK apartment. So we are right now in the living room. So as you see, as you enter, you are met with, the vitrified tiling flooring. You have a foyer area for the removing the shoes, and you're keeping your shoe storage. We have a simple seating, but regal seating for the entire 2 BHK apartment there. So just
You're
go
right.
around, yeah.
Okay. So the entire, it's a parallel, living and dining in a very full
Yes.
space.
Yeah.
That
So
gives a very
living, dining.
open, yeah.
Right, yeah. So one of the key designs of all our apartments, we have been very clear with the architect also in discussions on what we want to give our customers. Every dining, every bedroom has a balcony. The kitchen, of course, has its own utility area, but every bedroom, every dining hall has its balcony. So a lot of light and ventilation. You're sitting across the balcony while you're having your breakfast or lunch. So there's a sense of positivity when you start your day, and that was what we were looking at when we were going around the design or
Okay.
the concept
Let's go
of
to
these
the dining
apartments.
space now. I
So
think the
this,
dining space is very spacious.
yeah, yes, yeah. So here we have showcased 4 people, but it's ultra spacious. Of course, virtual tour has its shortcomings because you're not able to appreciate it at its total capacity. So we do invite you to come for a physical visit. But the virtual tour is giving you a sense, already giving you a sense of how big the dining space is. And we have a 4-seater there, but you can easily sit 6 people there easily.
Okay. And you have this entire, so this is a sliding door which opens to the balcony, I believe.
Correct. So we have UPVC windows. That's a French window there.
Wow.
UPVC window across all balconies, and you enter the balcony. This particular apartment faces the main road. We have many apartments which face the garden areas. We have swimming facing areas. So we have various layouts, and all of them have balconies. You can see the balconies themselves are also very spacious. It is not just for standing. You can sit with family and sip tea there across there in the balcony. So it is for those fresh mornings when you want to go to work, but get a sense of what's out there in fresh air.
Right. Wonderful. I mean, this is really a very cosmopolitan living.
Right.
And I really like this entire space. It's completely full, starting from the living to the dining space is very, very nice.
Yes, it gives you a sense of
Great. So
expansiveness.
what's the total length of dimension?
So the living is about
What's the full
30.
dimension? What is the whole?
Sorry, yeah, the dimension, right? Yeah. So the breadth is almost about 16 feet, and the running length, that is from the TV unit till the balcony, is almost about 40 feet. All our bedrooms, though,
Wonderful.
we are going to the bedrooms now. Yeah, the bedrooms, the average size is 13 feet by 11 feet. That's the average size of the bedroom. So we have entered the master
13 by 15. Wow.
13 by 13 by 11. Yes. So we entered the master bedroom.
Wonderful,
The master bedroom is also quite spacious, as you can see. And one thing which we have done is in all the master bedrooms, we have given a wooden vitrified tiling just to set it apart, to give a little more sense of richness in the apartment. It brings a lot of character to the room. The wooden vitrified tiling. So again, as we were talking earlier, every bedroom has its own balcony. So your sense of light also, the natural light comes in the room.
Right. Yeah, I can see. So it's a very spacious balcony for bedroom, and and the best thing is that the balcony is. All right, so let's just go to now. Let's go to the kitchen area, or maybe we'll go out there.
One note about the bathrooms. So in all our bathrooms, we have very upscale fitting which we are using. We're using only brands of Kohler and Jaguar. Yeah. So all the fittings. This is a premium project, undoubtedly, and a luxury project. So all the whether it's the commode, the basin, the single lever diver term, the shower heads, everything is all of Kohler and Jaguar brands only. So very upscale brands is what we're using here.
Wow, very nice. It looks very neat and very clean. And what I like about the design is very simple yet very spacious.
And the trend these days, architecturally and people's choice is also simplistic elegance. I think that is how the people need today. They don't want too much of crowding of anything. They need simple designs, but they need to look elegant, straight lines, straight curves, and that is where the trend of the last decade has been, and which will be the decade. I think for the following decade also, we see that trend coming. Yeah, so I think we can go to the kitchen now.
The view of living room. Yeah. So kitchen is aligned with the living and dining room very nicely. Once we enter the kitchen, there is a separate utility. Oh, it's a parallel kitchen. Okay, it's a parallel kitchen.
Yeah, so depending on the apartment design, so some places we have an L-shaped kitchen, and some places we have a parallel kitchen. And some apartments are designed with an open kitchen, and some have the thing. So it depends on the customer choice and customer preference from that perspective. Yeah. But what we
so you can help us to find out their choice of it.
Sorry, you were saying something, Kaushikji.
I'm saying that you will help the customer as per the requirement, what kind of kitchen they need, open kitchen or closed box.
Yes, so we have various options because we understand the market is not a cookie cutter driven thing. There are preferences in the way it is. Yeah. So one thing about the kitchen also, so we have two sinks. One sink is in the utility for washing vessels, and the sink in the kitchen is for washing vegetables. So the every aspect of living has been thought of in this thing. So let's say we have a maids who come and they are occupied in the utility, and you are doing your work in the kitchen. The sense of space also has been thought of from this angle. We can go to the other bedroom too. I think we'll get a better idea. So we went to the master bedroom. Yeah.
Is this a master bedroom?
No, so this is the second bedroom. The master bedroom was the one with the wooden
which we saw.
Okay. This is the children's bedroom. Yeah, this is the children's bedroom. This also
again it has a balcony.
We have the balcony. Yes, yeah. So that again, this you'll not find everywhere. We have been very particular. We have been very particular that balconies and that sense of privacy for each bedroom and each dining space is compulsory in terms of the lighting. So of course here we have temporarily put these aluminum frames just to prevent dust from coming in. But these are going to be of course open balconies for for your ventilation.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. So even this bedroom, your second bedroom is also very spacious. If you look at it, it gives a sense of expansiveness.
Yes. Yeah, you have a separate study space, and even after the wardrobe, there is enough space for people to walk around.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Great.
And it's even in both the bathrooms we're giving the upscale feature. It's not like only in the master bedroom we're giving Kohler and Jaguar. Even in this bathroom we're giving Kohler and Jaguar fittings. So your entire apartment has been designed with luxury. Your status of fittings, the quality of items we're using. So all the tiles are using Kajaria tiles in the flooring. The doors quality. You should surely come in for a physical visit to appreciate the quality. The virtual tour is giving you a sense of the expansiveness, but I think once you come in, you start seeing the quality of what we're using. Yeah.
So this is how the elevation looks like right now. It's a current status of the project, and I think audience can see it's almost ready to move in. When did you see the possession is? I'm sorry I missed that part.
About 6 months from now, April, May 2021 is what we're looking.
Yes, it looks like it's almost done.
Yes.
Oh, it's a pretty wide road in front of your project. It's about, what, 40 feet, I guess.
This is almost 60 feet. And you're absolutely right. See, you're absolutely right. See, one of the primary things people look at buying a home is one is we talked about the safety and security aspect of it. So, and also convenience. When you or me, we go to buy an apartment or we go to buy a home, what do we typically think of? That, even at night, it should be safe for us to walk around. We have our parents, we have children who are going to be there. They're not going to be under our supervision all the time. So the areas they walk in, where they go, the metro is just a minute walk away. We are the main Tumkur Road highway, which is an 8-lane highway, is about a minute walking away. So it's in an area with a lot of people around, with a lot of bustling activity. The metro station is it's a good busy metro station. The Yeshwanthpur railway station is right across there. And I
I think
think you
this
have
road goes
the
straight
drone.
and this road goes straight and then it comes to the main road. It's just about 250
That's
meters.
right. At the end of this road, in 100 meters, you reach the metro
Right.
line. Yes, yeah. I think you have a drone interactive also planned, if I'm correct, Kaushikji.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So maybe that will give us a more better holistic idea about our location also.
Yeah, so, just a minute.
Yeah, so because a lot of things, anyone buying a home, we look at is one is the safety part, and one is, let's say I mean, of course schools are closed now, but in a year from now, when the kids go to school, it should not be that you're going away somewhere far. The schools, you have NPS nearby, you have Kendra Vidyalaya nearby, you have Millennium School nearby, you have multiple schools, hospitals, Columbia Asia Hospital. I'm sure we'll see all this in the drone interactive. We are in 1 kilometer radius, you have everything what you want, everything at walking distance.
Okay. All right, so I think I think this is a time where, I think let's go to the real life drone shoot, and I would request my, tech team over there. So we have a tech team currently physically present at the site from where they will create something which I think audience have never seen before. It's the first time in the industry. We will fly a live drone, and that live feed, live drone streaming will be available at your screen, and you will get to see the entire project and the surroundings of it. So can I request the tech team to bring the live feed on if they're ready? It might just take a while, so yeah, I mean, so please have some patience for that, and very soon we'll see the live streaming on screen, through which we will be doing the live streaming of the entire project and surrounding. So this project is in Yeshwanthpur. I'll just reiterate some summary points. The project is in Yeshwanthpur, very close to the new metro line. It's very close to the main road. I know for sure. I think it's about 250-300 meters from the main road, which is Yeshwanthpur road, and it's a ready to move in project. Just in 6 months you'll get the handover. And so I think it's a great opportunity for those who are looking to buy a property which is in main area where you're connected to the city in just a stone's throw away space. I think it's the right time that you can look at for something like this. And I think definitely Diwali is there. You can reach out to Mr. Vinay and his entire team for further discussion about the pricing and all. So can I request the tech team to, if possibly, to bring the live streaming on from the project? So while they set that up, Vinaji, is there any exciting offer that you've thought for the audience for this Diwali season?
Yeah, undoubtedly, we do have offers coming up. So right off the bat, because it is Diwali and it's a big festival for all of us, we are offering 4 lakhs off immediately on immediate bookings for the project here. And we will also be waiving off floor rises. So typically our pricing, we have 50 rupees per square feet as a floor rise, that is from ground floor onwards. So any booking which a customer makes before November 30th, we will be waiving a floor rise, as well as we are going to give you 4 lakhs off immediately. So, so please come. I am also at the project site. We have our entire team to show you around. We have 23 different types of apartments, so you have a lot of choice, a lot of variability in the designs. So you can pick and choose what you like. And I think we have not mentioned till now that we have 2 BHK, 3 BHK, and 4 BHK options. So you can see what suits your needs. And this is a ground plus 10 floor structure and 3 levels of parking. We have 2 basement parking, 1 stilt level parking, and I think we will be talking about the amenities also soon. We have about 28 amenities in the project. Wow. So it's a luxury project, heart of the city. Should come and check it out. I think you will be blown away with what we're offering.
Great. All right. So, I mean, Vinayji, what are your plans? I mean, how are you looking forward to, take after Indraprastha any further plans that you're coming with any more launches in future? How anything about that?
Sure. Actually, Yeshwanthpur as an area, we are talking about two more projects which will be launching soon. Maybe not now, but I think in about May, June. So we are in talks, we are in discussion, and we are on the drawing board currently for launching two more projects. I think we will do it in May, June of 2021. Now, the reason why we are going back to Yeshwanthpur again is in Yeshwanthpur, there's almost 6 million square feet of new commercial spaces area coming up. Now, what I mean by new commercial area coming up is we're going to suddenly have a spurt of IT parks. We have the World Trade Center also, of course, very close to our project within a kilometer where we are. Now, apart from that, you have Twin Towers coming up. You have many other reputed builders in our vicinity who are coming up very large commercial spaces. IKEA is setting up its base here. Apple is setting up its base here. Oracle is already here. And all these developments which I'm talking about are in the radius of 1 to 2 kilometers. Now, with so much commercial development happening, what ends up happening is, of course, jobs are going to be created. You'll have more people coming in. So your demand for housing also is going to go up very high. And even this Pratham Indraprastha, the project which we are talking about, it's a 253 unit. And with so much commercial space coming up, we know the property prices are going to start skyrocketing. Because the only thing which drives property prices, one is location in terms of what is accessible, convenience, and second is what are the developments happening around. Next door to us, we have a 3 lakh square feet of new commercial space area coming. I'm talking about two buildings away from us. So we are not talking about, we're talking about IT, business parks, these kind of spaces coming around in 1 2 kilometers. And MNC is coming in. I'm not talking about smaller startups, though I mean a lot of startups will come and we encourage that. But you have a lot of MNCs coming, people with spending power coming in. So the area by itself is getting the uplift. And then you talk about infrastructure. I don't think any other area in Bangalore has an infrastructure like Yeshwanthpur in new developing areas. We're not in the middle of a jungle. You have the metro line already set. You have an 8-lane highway. The entire infrastructure is set and ready for the development of all these commercial projects. So IKEA, Apple, and there are so many companies which are coming in, and 6 million square feet of commercial space. Just imagine that. All coming in the next year and a half, 2 years. Yeah. I think we are ready here with the live drone.
Yes, so this is, we are ready now. I think if my team is ready with the drone, we can actually start having a live shoot, or if the drone is not available, we can have a live video shoot of the project. So, yes, so could you please show the road that we were talking about, that which road comes to the property?
Is he able to hear us?
Should be, I think. Yes, so could you just, right. So this is the main road which is coming to the property. You can see it's a very, Yeshu, can you hear us? Are we audible to you?
I think there is a delay. Maybe a 30-second delay, but I think that should be good.
So Yesu, if you can hear us, please show the property, enter from the main gate and show the entire elevation to us from the main road as we enter. So this is a live feed. You can see it's a very spacious road, and cars are moving very smoothly. It's a wonderful Saturday afternoon. A lot of trees are there. It's a very comfortable space. The road is very wide, so I don't think even if 2-3 cars are moving at the same time, that should be a concern. I'm sure the customers can easily walk through and drive through this road, and you just have to take. And the property boundary is well, in distance from the main road. There's enough space for the pedestrian, so I think that's how the entry is. You see, you can go inside now the property and the property to us.
So we have very wide footpaths. You have almost 6 feet of footpaths there, which lead up to the metro station. And the road by itself, the road track itself is about 60 feet. So as you said, easily about 4 cars can easily go parallelly. Yeah. So typically when they talk about road width, they even include the pedestrian footpath. So actually it's 80 feet, but core road is 60 feet where you can have 4 cars going.
Right.
And then this leads to the 8-lane highway of Tumkur. Yes.
Right. Yeshi, if you're hearing us, you can go inside the project. You can go inside the project and you can show the project to us. Okay. So while he is, trying to sort of go ahead, I will also bring up on screen, and I would like to show the drone view that I was talking about. We have recorded this view, and I think that's going to be very wonderful for the entire audience to experience that. So Yashu will continue to be with us, and we'll come back with Yashu very soon. So this is where I'm talking about something that people would not experience on a daily basis. So this is that wonderful view that we were talking about.
By the way, just to point out, Housing has this wonderful tool, Housing.com. It's an outstanding tool where, sitting at home, you can explore the area. It's very nice. Right. I'm really impressed by this tool, by the way.
That's our pleasure. Thank you so much for saying that. So this is, Indraprastha located. This is a real shoot from drone, and you can see a lot of, landmark pinpointing has been done. So you can see this project is so well placed in center of city, right? So this is the Tumkur Road, the popular Tumkur Road, and you can see all the important landscapes and important landmarks around the project.
Yeah, I like to point out something here. Kaushikji, can you hear me? I'd like to point out something here.
Yes.
So you mentioned Tumkur Road. The Yeshwanthpur railway station is again just a stone's throw away. The right opposite Yeshwanthpur railway station is the metro station. And National Public School is also visible here. It's about 2 kilometers from where we are. The Nagwara Circle and Marketing Park about 7 kilometers from where we are.
So this is the metro line, which is just nearby the property, right? So, for the audience, you can see the metro is so well connected from this project. I mean, if I just look like this, on left-hand side, this is my project and this is my metro line. It's just on a walkable distance, you can reach to the metro station. I mean, yes. that how near it is. And then you have the entire Tumkur Road connector. You have all major, Yeshwanthpur railway station is nearby. Sapphire Mall is there. So starting from communication to transportation to your daily requirement, entertainment, hospitals. I mean, Yeshwanthpur is a very happening place, and you can see there is enough green belt. A lot of trees are there in and around the property. It's a very normal, residential living space. You don't feel that typical, concrete jungle where only properties are there. It's a very local space where people will be walking around, will go for local, bhaji wala shop, and people can stand and talk, have a small, chai sutta break kind of a thing. So it's a very local feeling. It's a very Indian feeling, I feel. So definitely connect nicely on this. And the view is beautiful.
One of the other major landmarks, I think, when you scroll on, you'll see ISKCON Temple. Bangalore has been very famous for its ISKCON landmark. And Orion Mall, of course, we talked about Sapphire Mall. Orion Mall is also within about 1 kilometer from where we are. Correct. Dr. Rajkumar Road, West of Ford Road. These are all major landmarks in Bangalore. And we are right in the heart of all of that.
True. So this is the overall, drone view for the audience. We can zoom in now. And this is the project which you can see this is the main road we were talking about, the wide main road. And see, it is all full complete main road with a lot of green belts in and around. And everywhere there is development across the property. You can see there is Mahalaxmi Temple, Fortis Hospital, ISKCON Temple, Big Bazaar, the Cord Road, Manipal Hospital. So, you have so much to do around you. And you have this space, which is a green belt area. So you can see the greenery, the amount of greenery is there. It's so beautiful to have such a good view. So yeah, that's beautiful. So this is the drone view for the entire project, which we were talking about. And you can see the property view. So anybody who's buying, let's say, anywhere a little up on, on the top floors in top 3, 4, 5 floors, they'll definitely have this entire green view. A lot of good views are there around. Wonderful. Fine. So, Vinayji, I mean, one question. So let's now talk about the project. I mean, what is the pricing and what is the, so let me, ask you very specific questions. So what is the total area, land parcel that you have? How many units are there? And what is the pricing for 2 BHK and 3 BHK?
Sure. So this project is on 1.72 acres, 75,000 square feet. with the 253 units. We are spread across 4 blocks. We have 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 4 BHK. We talked about that earlier. The average size of a 2 BHK is 1,300 square feet, 1250 to 1,300 square feet. A 3 BHK is about 1,650 square feet, and a 4 BHK is about 2,500 square feet. So we have a wide expanse or wide spread of what area you're looking for in terms of for your requirements. It's a ground plus 10 floor structure. The pricing, we are rates very reasonably at 8,000 rupees per square feet. For this area, we are very reasonably priced. And so we basically are we started about 1 crore, and 1 crore onwards is where we are in pricing. Yes. And then we have certain 3 BHK units which are also 1,300 square feet. So they're actually more like 2.5 BHK. So those also you can get in the 1 crore range. So we have adapted somewhere depending on the various customer requirements. We have various types and options available. So we're trying to fit in anyone having a budget in the range of 1 CR, 1 to 1.5 CR. We can put in various types of apartments there.
Okay. So I would also want to show the audience the approachability in terms of, there is one more drone shoot that, Pratham Constructions have done, and that will give you overall. Okay, so I've got a question. So I get a question that what is the total cost of a 3 BHK and what is the down payment expected? So I have a question coming to me stating that what is the total cost of a 3 BHK and how much will be the down payments? That's directly from a customer. Vinay, you can answer that.
Right, sure. Yeah, thank you for the question. So the approximate cost for a 3 BHK is in the range of 1.25 CR, which the plus it goes in the range of 1.35 CR. The down payment is about 20% of the sale consideration amount, which will be in the range of 25 lakhs. So typically the booking amount is 5 lakhs. And then where we sign the agreement, at the time of agreement signing, 20% is expected. Then you can go in for the bank loan tie-up. Yes.
So you're saying 5 lakhs is initial booking amount?
Booking amount, yes, correct.
And remaining 20% will come. So remaining 20% will come by how many days?
In about a week, 10 days. So when we are signing the agreement, yes. And then as the project progresses and the milestones, linked payment is expected in that year. So I'm sure, I think that'll be one of the questions as to what bank types we have. We have all the major banks tied up with us, including SBI, LIC Housing, HDFC, ICICI Bank. All the major banks have tied up, they have approved a project. So we have the approval letter from all of them. And all of them have checked our papers and everything. So, and most of my customers have taken from all these banks. Yes.
Great. So I have also responded to this client over chat, and I think I've written down your answer. So you can please look at that. And if you have more questions, please keep asking. While we do that, okay, we get a few more questions. What khata is the project? Is it RERA approved? Okay, you can answer those 2 questions.
Sure. So this is a Khata project under A Khata. So just to give you a brief background also, we started off the conversation in which Kaushik had asked about our background, Pratham's background. We are a family-run business. We own this land since last 40 years. So there is no issue of title. We are all we are the owners, absolute owners since the last 40 years. We are the owners and the developers of this land. So it's a Khata land with no legal problems at all. And it is a RERA approved project. Undoubtedly, it is a RERA approved project. Yeah, and we are in compliance with all the regulations.
Right. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for asking such interesting questions. Yes, it is a RERA approved project, of course. And Vinayji and the family is owning this land for 40 years. They are the basically landowners and they are developing themselves. So, what I would want to add something that a lot of people would think that how does this market is different from some other market. So I think Yeshwanthpur is a very residential market. It's a traditional market, where people will have more interest in living in areas which is more local, which is accessible directly to the main road, right? And we don't see those gigantic 100, 200 acres of land township developments because one, it is not possible in that area. And secondly, people living in Yeshwanthpur, they need a very fast moving life. They would want to catch the metro, they would want to take the car and immediately. So, it's very important that we understand the kind of property that we're talking about. And this kind of property will always be very important for those who are wanting to live in center of city, yet move very fast.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm getting for some more questions. Yes, it is RERA approved. We have answered that. It is a RERA approved property. Okay. So let me show you the route that how to reach to this property again from a drone eye view. And I'm sure that is something will give you a little bit more clarity about the approachability towards the project. Just a minute.
Yeah.
I think I'm having a few more questions. So I'll definitely answer all the questions. I would requesting my entire audience to just give me a little bit of time to play this. For a lot of people to wanting to understand how to reach to this property, and then I'll explain that. All right, so that was a quick view to how to reach to the property, and I will again put back those contact numbers and details of Venaji and his team at the end of the session. All right, so yeah, so I think we have covered a lot until now. It's a beautiful presentation till now, Venaji. Thank you so much. So I would be open for another 2 to 3 minutes for any questions if somebody has. I hope that everybody who has asked questions have got the answers. Vinaji, anything additional that you want to highlight? Maybe you can talk about that, about your project now.
Sure. We do encourage customers and potential buyers to look around the area, look at the potential of buying a home or buying a home with us. One of the key things in doing research is, one is we talked about it, about the area dynamics, how safe the area is. Second is appreciation. Usually our elders used to tell us that buying a property is never for ourselves, it's for our next generations, right? Because we come and go, but it's what we leave for our next generation. So property buying should be done from that perspective, and that basically ties in with the appreciation, what appreciation the property will give. We all want to sit on gold mines. Gold prices should increase, and the value of the property should increase. That is what we look at in investing in a property. Accessibility, convenience, these are all major aspects in buying property, and we suggest that that's how customers should look at in his decision making about for buying a property should be from these angles.
True. No, I mean, if I say that in current situation, I meet with a lot of clients on daily basis. I've seen that customers are now very specific about their requirement of having a home where they, along with the family, are safely living, and the house is situated in a space where they can easily go out and access some civic amenities like shopping malls. I mean, if not shopping malls, but basic stores, grocery shops, and hypermarkets. Somewhere where bus stops and metro stations and all these things are nearby. Though everybody would own a car in today's date, but still the public transportation is nearby. Something which is a little not cluttered, because people are scared of staying in a very clumsy and a cluttered, residential area. So they're looking for a little open roads where you have 40, 60 feet of roads. So, and I also see that a lot of people are, and I think, this is, I mean, just a suggestion that, for the entire audience, that anybody who looks to invest about, I see, a lot of people in Bangalore would live in a 2 BHK society, in a gated society where they would pay easily about 25,000 or 26,000, 30,000 at times for a 2 BHK rental. So, if you just think a little bit, plan your finances properly, it is easy to convert that, that rent into EMI and actually buy your own house. I think, it's an idea that every person who's coming to Bangalore should aspire for, because end of the day, as a profession, when we move to a city, I'm a professional, Vinayji is professional, and we are all migrants, having a lot of relationship with our local, friends and associates. But end of the day, owning your home is a different feeling. It's an asset value. You can always liquidate that. It's a safety for you. It gives you a lot of security, sense of security. And in typical, Indian mindset, it gives you a sense of pride and stability within the family, right? So I think people should look out to this opportunity when prices are not going rocket high, because usually market will go up, during Diwali season, but current of the situation, prices are flat, if not going down, but prices are flat. So I think for end users, it's a beautiful opportunity to buy. And for investors, it's a good opportunity to buy now because they can buy at a lower price. So I'll tell you something, Ajay. So I was talking to one of my friends, and I said, just pick up IDBI shares. He picked up IDBI shares at, I think, around 568, and yesterday it was at 750. Right. So I think, when market is low, it's the right time to pick up some inventory and,
and the trend is it's going upwards, the market, right? So we are rising from a bottom when we're going towards a rise. But in any market, whether it's the share market or whether it is residential, right? Right now is a very good time because the next 10 years will be very good. We're all emerging from a very deep impact of COVID, and everyone has got shaken. And now we're looking forward to a very good future in the next 10 years.
Vinayji, what's your message for our Bangalore audience who are native Bangalore audience? What's your message for them?
Bunny, Bunny, have a look at a project. Nodi, you know the area, you know Yeshwanthpur. It's one of the oldest areas in Bangalore. And Yeshwanthpur connectivity nimge gottu, Malleshwaram akkapakka ide, Rajajinagar akkapakka ide, Mahalaxmi layout akkapakka ide. So ella nam devasthanagalu namdu where we have all grown up in culturally. So they would bunny nodi get a sense of the idea of where we are. And I think you appreciate Matira project. You really enjoy the project. And there will be a sense of nostalgia. The project one sense of connect to Irate, because we are all grown up in these areas, and when we are small, we have traveled to these areas. ISKCON temple, so in that kind of environment, we've all grown up here. So Bunny, David Bunny, Project Nodi, Bunny Matadana, we will have tea and discuss the project.
Thank you so much, Vinayji. I always enjoy talking to you, the way you connect people. So I think for the audience, this is what we were having for you today. So if I summarize, again, reiterate, we are talking about Pratham Indraprastha. It's a property. I mean, for me, it's not about just saying they're the best, but I'm saying, of course, that what they're doing, it has a different, audience. It has a very specific requirement being served. Every product has a problem solution to it, right? So for me, Pratham Indraprastha is for those clients who are looking to live in a very nice space, in a city space. If I have to go to my family, to ISKCON temple on a Sunday morning, it's nearby to that. I live in a very open space. There is no such high-rise concrete jungles around the property. It's not a place where you have a lot of tech parks. So you would not have that huge population of traffic pouring in every morning in 9 to 10 and evening 5 to 10. It's a regular traffic, regular residential area, people known to each other, and very comfortable residential area where you can access to all railway stations, the Tumkur highway and the ISKCON metro, the metro station, the ISKCON temple and metro station. So it's a very comfort living, easy living, and in this within the city. So that's all from my side today. I will be leaving now with the contact details of Vinayji and his team. So anybody, if you have any further questions and queries, please reach out to them. You can log into Housing.com and definitely look out for more live webinars coming up. We are doing this online live event for the first time, where event is happening, where webinars are being posted. You have a lot of content, which means drone shoots, videos, connecting, interactive solutions. So much to look for. And nevertheless, can never thank much to Vinayji for joining us with us today. Thank you so much, Vinay, for joining today with us.
Thank you, Kaushik ji, for organizing this, and thank you to all our viewers. Thank you for giving your time and listening to our interaction. And we hope to see you at the project. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This is me, Kaushik, and Vinay, jointly signing off from Pratham and Housing.com. And what we'll be leaving you with now is the contact details of Vinayji and his team, which you can please look out for this space. And again, I'm repeating, if you have any questions, even for next 5 minutes or so, you can reach those questions. We will individually and parallelly take care of those questions, and we'll answer to you. So all of you have a very, very happy Diwali and greetings of the season, and take care of yourself. Stay safe with the family. Bye-bye. This is Kaushik again here from Housing, logging out today. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.